Welcome to another live broadcast. As you saw, we're live on Twitter, we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube if you want to join us. But today we're going to talk about something quite serious. It's called the septic tank ban. All right. So today we're talking about a very serious topic, the septic tank ban 2020. Now, let me just start by saying lots and lots of people are angry about the septic tank ban. Lots of people are in denial. I get loads of people making comments, you're lying, you liar, you charlatan. It's a case that unfortunately the messenger always gets shot. And so today I just want to expose the truth. There's a lot of misinformation out there about the septic tank ban. Some people are saying there's no such thing as a septic tank ban. Many people are saying it's not going to happen. Many people are saying I'm over exaggerating. Many people say it's a load of tripe. Many people are saying it is coming, and if you've got a septic tank, you've got to get rid of it. Many people are saying septic tanks all the way up and down the country are going to be banned completely. So what is the truth? What is the truth about the septic tank ban? That's what we're going to look at today. So let's just get straight into this, okay? It's a very controversial topic, and I'm going to try and answer it the best I can. Okay, so let's just start, right, by going onto the government website, because it all stems from here, all right? So this is the government website. So just let me have a cup of coffee before I get into this. All right, so basically, in a nutshell, from the 1st of January 2020, septic tank rules and regulations are changing across the UK. They're coming whether you like it or not, whether you want to pretend they're coming or not, whether you want to scream and shout at someone because they've told you or not. The septic tank ban is coming. Now, the septic tank ban is also called the general binding rules. Let me type this into you. General binding. And you can have a look at this yourself. You can go on the website and see it for yourself. The general binding rules. Okay. So when you go onto the government website, you'll get loads of information, but just cutting straight to the chase, we're going to look at the third one down there. And here it is, the general binding rules. And this is it. It all hinges on this, whether you like it or not. And here we go. Let's just state what the government say. Rules you must follow. Rules I must follow. Right? If your septic tank discharges, or sewage treatment plant discharges liquid to surface water. So what do I mean by that? Well, let me show you. Let me just show you exactly what I mean by that. That picture there is septic tank waste and sewage and effluent discharging into a watercourse. Full stop. All right. So let me show you another image of this. Okay. So here's a typical house, and here is the septic tank. All right. So there's the septic tank. So let me just remove the grass on this septic tank here. All right, so there's the septic tank there. All right, so what do I mean by sewage waste? Well, basically everything that comes from your house, bath water, shower water, bidet water, toilet water, dishwasher water, washing machine water, sink water, it's all sewage waste, classed as wastewater. All right, so that leaves the house and it makes its way into the septic tank here. So let me just take off the septic tank lid. All right, the tank panel. All right, so there's a septic tank. So when it fills up with wastewater, right, it looks something like that. Let me just show you. All right, it's very yucky and it's very horrible, but nevertheless, that is sewage water in a septic tank. Now, remember on the government website, it said rules we must follow if our septic tank discharges into a watercourse. By watercourse, I mean a stream, a ditch, a brook, a culvert, even if it's dry. That's what they mean by a watercourse, okay? Anything that water run, a body of water, or anything that water passes through or water is collected in. Okay, so let me give you an example of this. There we go. So that is what they mean by a pollution into a watercourse. So there you go. You've got a beautiful house there. Okay, you've got a beautiful house, and you've got beautiful countryside. Wherever you live, right? Whatever house you've got, whether it's a terraced house, a detached house, it doesn't matter. The point is, if your septic tank is just charging into a stream like this, by the 1st of January 2020, your septic tank will become illegal. Why? Well, because this is what it's doing. Let me show you. Right. Septic tank pollution is dangerous. It kills people, right? It gets swept further down the stream, further down the river, wherever, and it ends up, it collects in a pool like this. It's stinky, it's smelly, and it's poisonous. If you've got kids jumping around, paddling in it, if you've got horses drinking this, you know, it kills people. And the government are taking this very, very, very seriously. So that is one thing, okay? And so on the 1st of January 2020, right, the government are going to send inspectors round. And these inspectors will look for properties where the septic tanks discharge into a watercourse. And they will go and test the water like they're doing in these pictures. This has been going on for ages now, but it's becoming such a problem, pollution is, that the government want to stamp septic tanks out that are polluting watercourses, right? That's it in a nutshell. So what do the government say if they come round to your property like this? What is the penalty? What is the law? What do they say the consequences are? Well, let me show you. Let me show you, right? So we've gone back to the government website. Here we are, all right? So here we go. Rules you must follow, okay? I'm just saying it like that because I know you're not kids or something like that, but lots of people don't believe that. They think this is a load of rubbish, a load of baloney. They think that, you know, people like myself are, you know, just telling people about this because we got nothing better to do. You know, we just like sit on live broadcast making things up, trying to scare people. No, the whole point I'm doing this live broadcast is to wake people up to a situation. In England, we leave things to the last minute, unfortunately. And I've been doing this for 20 years, and this is serious. People are going to get fined, and there's going to be a big uproar about it, right? And I'm just trying to wake people to a situation. So there's some good news in all of this, by the way. There's some really, really good news, okay? This isn't going to end in some kind of sales pitch or I want your money or you did. I'm going to show you how you can make your septic tank legal, okay? And save thousands and thousands of pounds. That's the whole point of this broadcast, okay? So let me just scroll down and show, right? And show you what the government say will happen, right? All right. So if you discharge into a watercourse, if you've got leaks in your septic tank, let me just make this a bit bigger so you can see, right? If you've got cracks in the tank walls or pipes, if you've got blocked pipes, if there's signs that the effluent is not draining away properly, i.e. there's pools of water around the drainage point, if there's sewage smells, if you've got a sewage system and you've got a failed motor, a failed pump, if you're prone to power cuts, then this will affect you. It will affect me, right? What do you do if you find yourself in that situation? Well, it says here you go. I'll just give it to you. You must have your treatment system, your septic tank or your sewage treatment plant repaired or replaced. If it's not in good working order. For example, if it has leaks, cracks, which I've just read to you. So these are secondary points. The first one is if you've got a septic tank, right, and it's discharging into a watercourse like that, it will become illegal. Okay? And as I said, so the government will just come round, they'll have a look for signs like this, they'll do some tests, they'll test. And if it's illegal, they'll ban you from using your septic tank because look, you know, people think, oh, they're not going to ban me from using my tank. They'll be so stupid. How can they ban? Because look, if your septic tank is polluting, right, your neighbour's watercourse or downstream, whether it's half a mile, 5 miles away, and you've got 5 or 6 septic tanks going into the water, and this is ending up pooling somewhere outside a school or somewhere like that. This is serious stuff. Cholera. People die from this kind of stuff, you know. So it's very, very serious. And the government will come round, All right, we don't know exactly how they're going to do it, so I'm not being dogmatic about this, but the point is, you'll get your government inspectors round. That people, another thing, people say, oh, how do they know where everyone is with septic tanks? Because septic tanks get emptied. Every year, everyone has their septic tanks emptied, or every 2 years, but all the septic tank emptying firms up and down the country have records of people who have had septic tanks. They'll just get that information and systematically go round everyone, okay? So they'll come round, and if your septic tank is polluting, they'll stop you from using it. They'll ban you. They'll say, right, okay, we don't want you using your septic tank anymore. You've got to cut this soak-away pipe off so that it doesn't pollute the water anymore. Full stop. It's a logical thing. If that was coming into my garden or polluting my garden from someone else's septic tank up there, I wouldn't want it a minute longer, would you? You know, so this is the point. So they'll ban you from using your septic tank, and they'll put an order, and they'll say, look, we'll give you whatever a reasonable time is, 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever, a month. And they'll say, look, replace your septic tank, repair it. Okay, so that's where we're at. And so that is, in a nutshell, what the septic tank ban is all about. Full stop. Now, and it's coming on the 1st of Jan 2020. I'm very passionate about this because there's enough on everyone's plate at the moment with Brexit and laws and taxes and stuff like that. But this is another thing, right? But I'm going to show you the good news now. I promised you, didn't I? I promised you that I would show you good news, okay? Good news. And that's what I'm going to show you right now, okay? The good news is there's a very simple and easy and cost-effective way to fix your septic tank discharge pollution problem, so your septic tank won't be banned and you won't be fined thousands and thousands of pounds. Let me show you how. So let's just take this example here of the house. So here we go. So there it is, look, polluting the stream. All right, and there's the septic tank. So let me now just take the grass away here. All right, so and we've gone back into this familiar situation where we're at. There's the septic tank filled with waste, and look, let me just follow the line down here, polluting the water there. Okay, so we got that. So there's a very well, look, at this point you've got two options. You can get a firm in and they will replace your entire system for you and put a sewage treatment plant or something like that in, and get ready for this, it's going to cost you anywhere, right, from 10 to 20 to 25,000 quid to replace that. Mark my words, these companies on the internet at the moment aren't stupid. A lot of them are saying the septic tank ban, all septic tanks are going to be banned. You better get us round to come and do an assessment for you. You better get us round to come and put a new system in for you. And they'll come round and say, look, your tank's illegal. Boy, you better replace this or you're going to get fined. And then they'll give you a quote of 10, 15, 20, 25,000 quid to replace that. But this is the good news that I'm going to show you. You don't have to spend 10, you don't have to spend 15, you don't have to spend 20 or 25,000 quid for a solution. I'm going to show you a legal and very cost-effective way to fix your septic tank problem right now. Have a look at this, right? All right. All you need is called a septic tank converter. A septic tank converter. All right. And how it works is this, right? You just buy your septic tank here. You dig 2 holes. 1, 2. All right. So that you just dig 2 holes. All right. So all this section here is a cutaway section. You don't have to dig this. So this is what it would look like. I've just cut the grass away to make it easier to show you. So basically, you dig 2 holes, right, by the side of your septic tank. It could be this side, it could be behind it, it could be in front of it, it could be I don't know, 50 foot away. This is just for illustrative purposes, right? All right. So you dig a little hole like that. Take you about a digger driver, experienced digger driver, JCB, something like that. Take him flipping heck, half an hour to do, right? Then what you do is this. Let me show you this, right? Let me show you this. You'll buy me a pint for this, I'm telling you. Here we go, get off. What's that? The next thing you do is put what I call a German chamber there, and you make a new outlet for your pipe. So you now put your septic tank pipe a bit higher. That was the original depth of it. It was coming out from here down to there, but you've cut it off there and you've made a new exit point, a new outlet pipe for your septic tank. And this goes into a German inspection chamber. We sell them. I sell them because they collect all the debris, such as sanitary towels, baby wipes, nappies, etc., stuff like that. You won't believe it. Even though people know they shouldn't put it down, people still put this debris down there. But anyway, then once you've put in your German inspection chamber, then you do this. Right, let's get this. Bang! There is your septic tank converter. Now, this is a non-electric septic tank converter. That's right. It's no electricity, non-electric. There's no, excuse me, there's no gears, there's no cogs, there's no bearings, there's no pulleys, there's no shafts. There's no electricity. It can't break down. It doesn't need servicing. These are amazing. They don't cost a penny to run, right? And so what happens is you connect that just there. Take your builder. They're made for the DIY market. It will take your builder, your ground worker, a couple of hours to do, 2-3 hours to do, right? All right. So then what you do is this. Let me show you this, right? So then what happens is, there we go. All the sewage waste that was in here makes its way through the inspection chamber, the German inspection chamber. It makes its way through the septic tank converter, which is a organic biological system. It's got lots of organic membranes and filters and organisms inside, right? And then it makes its way down, the liquid makes its way down here, travels down it and comes out. And have a look at this. Let's see the end result. Look at that. That is the end result. That is what a septic tank converter will do for you. Now, you can go out and you can get a firm in and spend 10, 15, 20, 30,000 quid and do it differently than this. But just let me show you how much this costs. This will cost you, all right? Because that's the point, isn't it? How much will this solution cost you? So let me just get this up. So if you go to septictank.co.uk, you don't have to do it now, obviously, but go to septictank.co.uk. Right, then you go on to, let's just find here, let's just click that and get onto there, onto tanks, shallow dig tanks, because it's quite shallow, the tank is. Waiting for a response. It's a bit slow, the internet today, for some reason. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Waiting for a response. God, it is slow today. I think maybe because it's not bank holiday week, but the kids are off school this week. Come on. No, well, you can tell this is live. But anyway, right, let me try it once more. Let's go and try through Google. Maybe Bing is just being slow here. All right, so that's come up. So www.septictank.co.uk. Let's have a look here. Oops, I did mean that. All right, let's go to septictank.co.uk. All right, let's try it again on here. Hooray! All right, it was just being slow. So where are we? Treatment plants. Here we go. Waiting for a response. God, come on. This is slow. This is slow, man. This is painfully slow. Come on. Oh, let's just go to here. Where are we? Is it on there? Oh, man. What is going on here? This is really painfully slow today. No, let's just go. Can I just click that and get onto there? Come on. Right, so we're on there. The internet is painfully slow, so I'm really sorry about this. But anyway, at least you can tell it's live. Listen, anyway, while that's doing that, right, while it's doing that, oh, man, there's always something. Let's just see if I can get on this other screen and find this here. Here we go. Let's just see if I can find this quickly on another screen. Products, here we go. Let's just try and open this up here. Why is that so slow? Okay, so just bear with me a second. At least you know this is live, right? At least you know this is live. So, oh, man. Okay, well, that's taken the wind out of my sails a bit. Okay. Well, okay, let's just go back to that. Pretend you could have gone to septictank.co.uk and pretend that, yes, hooray! All right, where's it gone? Oh, what's happening here? Oh man, it's all going peak tong. It's all going peak tong. It's all going peak tong, tong, tong. Oh well, it's all going mad. It's all going even crazier than mad. It's really slow. So listen, let's just get back to that. Let's pretend you went to septictank.co.uk, and let's pretend you went to the page. Well, here we go. I got one more idea here. One more idea. Let me just have a look. If you wonder what. All right, let's have a look. All right, there it is. Okay. Well, if you went to septictank.co.uk and the internet hadn't crashed and it wasn't going slow, this is the page that you'd get to, right? There it is, the septic tank converter, right? And the price of it is $2,999, okay? So no, you haven't got to spend 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand or 25 grand. It just will cost you 2,999 quid. So you'll save at worst, at best, you'll save 7 grand. Well, at the worst, you'll save 7 grand. At the best, you'll save flaming hell, about 22,000 quid. I'm serious. You know, this is what people are saving by putting these septic tank converters on. So look, it broke my stride there a bit. Oh, at last, look, it's flipping working now. So it's called the ClearFox septic tank converter. All right, it's just taking about 10 years to flipping load up. But anyway, it's getting there. So look, if you've got a septic tank, right, that discharges into a stream and you want to save yourself money, you don't want your septic tank to be banned, then just get yourself a septic tank converter. All right. And yes, hooray, it's loaded up now. So there it is. So here it is. Okay. It was really slow, that, wasn't it? All right, so there it is in the flesh. Okay, and price wise, let's just have a look at the price of $2,999. And here you go. I mean, there you go. So that's before and that's after. And look, I show you again how to get it in. Just dig a hole for the chamber, dig a hole for the conversion unit, put the chamber in, put the unit in, put the pipe into the water, cover it over, turf it, grass seed, whatever. The point is, when you've done that, it'll convert your sewage waste from that to lovely legal discharge. And these units, right? These units are government approved. They come with an EN 12566-3 certificate from the government. So they're fully approved by the UK government. They're approved by building regs, by the Environmental Agency. So, you know, they're 100% approved because the government are just trying to clean all this mess up. So there you go. So that's it in a nutshell. If you wanted to know what the septic tank ban was, that's what it's all about. The septic tanks that are polluting the rivers and watercourses will be banned. Now, let me just show you one more tip that will save you thousands and thousands of pounds. Let's say you've got a septic tank that isn't discharging into a watercourse. Let's just say that for argument's sake. And so from that point of view, it's not illegal. But let me show you another way in which you have to conform to, and it'll save you thousands of pounds when you come to sell your property. Now, if I just, hopefully this will work. All right, so it's called a government compliance form. Now, if you go to septictank.co.uk again, on the top left-hand side there, you'll see something called Beat the Septic Tank Ban. And yep, there's a lovely picture of me grimacing like that, but you've got a video, right? And this is the form I'm talking about. This is a government compliance form. Now, if the government do come round, say they've been inspecting, I don't know, nearby rivers or whatever, because just because you don't go straight into the river, your septic tank discharge may go through the soil directly into a river if the river's close to it. Maybe it's not, but the point is, the government inspectors will come round, right? And they'll ask you what system you've got. And you'll quickly rummage around the septic tank, emptying receipts you've got and such, and you try and work out the capacity of it and how many litres it is and when you last had it maintained and have it last emptied, stuff like that. Well, the government compliance form is a template from Section 8 of the building regs, and on it there's loads of blanks. And basically you can go to my website here, you can download as many free copies as you want. I don't want a penny off you, they're free, right? When you download one, put one in your kitchen, one in your utility room, and hand one to your solicitor, right? And what happens is when the government inspector comes around, he'll say, what tank have you got? And you'll pull this out, or you'll say, oh, come and look here, officer, right? And you'll say, right, Okay, you've got that kind of system. It's that kind of capacity. Okay, that's how often you have it emptied. That's how often you've had it maintained, etc., etc. And you think, wow, this guy's really responsible. And you get a nice big tick and it'll go away. But where this really comes in, this form really, really kicks in, is when you come to sell your house. The solicitor representing the people buying your house will say, what septic tank have you got in? And you'll say to them, I don't know, and you'll quickly rummage around for those septic tank emptying receipts, right? And you'll say, oh, it was empty 2 years ago, and I think there's about 4,500 litres or 1,000 gallons or something like that. And you'll go, okay. And then it'll go quiet for a week or two, and then he'll come back and he'll say, well, the clients I'm representing aren't too sure. They don't know much about septic tanks, or maybe if they did know about septic tanks, they don't know what condition your septic tank's in. And so they've got some quotes, and they've been quoted 15 to 20,000 quid to replace the septic tank, okay, and put a new septic tank system in. So please, will you, if you drop your house price by 17,500 quid, then our clients would be happy to go forward with the purchase. And this is blowing people's minds. I had a guy ring me last week, exactly that same scenario. He's fuming because the people he couldn't go ahead, move ahead, unless he brought his price down by £15,000, right? And he's saying, I could get the job done myself for like 6,000 quid, you know, rip off. And some people get angry and say, oh, stuff them, you know. But the trouble is, the next people that come along, you're going to go have to jump through the same, you know, hoops and jump over the same hurdles and stuff. But get yourself a government compliance form. It'll save you all that tripe. The solicitor will say, what system have you got? You hand them the government compliance form. He'll say, oh, okay, this is the system you've got. That's how often you have it emptied. That's the capacity of it. That's when you had it. Oh, cheers. He'll give that to the people. Save you 15,000 quid and it's free. Just go, as I said, to septictank.co.uk. Go onto this. You can watch the video if you want there. I won't win any Oscars, but the point is, it just explains a little bit. You need to watch this video. On the 1st of January 2020, the UK government introduced... All right, so I explained a bit there, but it's also here. But the point is, you can go on there and download as many free copies of this government compliance form as you want. So there you go. So that is the septic tank ban in a nutshell. So I hope this broadcast today has helped you. So in a nutshell, what's it all about? Well, the general binding rules, or the septic tank ban, as it's called, are on the government website for you to see, okay? Any septic tank that is discharging into a watercourse will become illegal. So let me just show you. So any septic tank that is discharging into a watercourse like that will become illegal. After the 1st of Jan 2020, the government inspectors are coming round. They're going to try and clean it all up. They'll ban septic tanks from causing pollution. That's why it's called the Septic Tank Ban 2020. Lots of people are angry. Lots of people are cross about it. You can go and spend 15, 20, 30,000 quid and put a whole new fandangle electric sewage treatment system in, or you can just go and get yourself a septic tank converter. Save yourself like 7,000 quid and just go and get one of them. It's just, to me, it's just a no-brainer, to be honest. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense, you know, to go out and spend 15, 20, 25,000 quid when you can spend 2,999 quid and get a septic tank converter that's, you know, approved by the UK government and will do the job for you. So there you go. Listen, thank you very, very much for taking the time to watch my broadcast. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. Listen, if you don't see me tomorrow or the weekend, have a great weekend. Have a great evening. Thank you very much for watching this broadcast, and I'll speak to you soon.